one that's very long-term and affects a lot of people, and that's divorce and alimony, long-term alimony, what's
Right.
called permanent alimony. You're trying to readdress that issue after many years because things have changed in the area of alimony. Let's talk about your legislation and your approach. What needs to change with permanent alimony?
Well, what needs to change is that we need to provide divorcing couples and their families a sense of predictability. Now, granted, this doesn't give them absolute predictability in what might happen, but some guidelines that they'll know about, that their attorneys will know about, that judges will have in front of them, so that when they go through the process of a separation and a divorce, and they get to the alimony part of that process, they'll have a sense of what's going to happen. I've heard from, matter of fact, Senator Soto, when he spoke in committee in the Senate about this particular bill, he talked about clients walking into his office and he doesn't even know where to start sometimes with them, so to speak. I mean, they come in and he can say, well, this is probably where I would recommend we start, and we'll see how it goes. What that does is it expands the opportunity for delays. It's a longer process. It's therefore a more costly process, so that couples who are going through divorces right now and in the alimony process, if they continue to go on and back and forth with their attorneys and back and forth in front of the judge, it costs them money. And those are funds that are theirs. It's a difficult time. I don't care what your income level is, how long you've been married, divorce is difficult. And hopefully this helps alleviate some of the stress on their pocketbooks and also helps them reach a point of at least an end of that a determination more quickly than it is right now. So it's intended to, I mean, like I said, divorce is difficult under any circumstance. It's intended to take one of the obstacles out of their way.
I would imagine it's been quite a while since alimony has been really addressed and looked at. I know Governor Scott vetoed a bill relating to alimony, but I don't think it had been looked at for a long time prior to that. Is that correct?
Well, what I'm hearing from those who've been in the process longer than I, actually this is a conversation that's been happening here in the House and the Senate for, not a decade, but certainly for at least 6 years.
Okay.
At least 6 years. So 2 sessions ago, when the bill passed the House and the Senate and the governor vetoed it, and the reason the governor said he vetoed it at that point was because it was retroactive. When I was approached about the possibility of sponsoring the bill in the House this session, my first question was, is it retroactive? Because I agreed with the governor that I didn't like that component of the previous legislation. And I was told, no, it's not. I was told, as a matter of fact, this is brand new legislation. We've brought together parties who were on opposite sides previously, and they've come together. We have the family law section of the Florida Bar sitting across the table from the Alimony reform group, who previously weren't in the room together working on something. That appealed to me immensely, knowing that opposing those who'd been opposed before are now together working on what is a good solution for Floridians.
Are you hopeful?
Very hopeful.